KangasCloud out of the shroud. Coming at your land like an explode.
Hey, KangasCloud here, and I am back with week 3 of the Indigo League of Legends. Now, this isn't the battle. This is another preparation video, and this is a very important one. I'm your head coach of the Tacoma Trevenants, and the reason this is an important one, this team builder especially, is week 3 we are up against none other than the Venice Venasaurs, coached by NecroStevo. Now, if you haven't checked out NecroStevo before, I'm going to leave a link down below for his channel. He's a very good battler. But more than that, the times where we've crossed paths in the past with Pokemon battles, he has destroyed me. So this is sure to be a match for the ages. A match unlike any other match you've ever seen. Perhaps, well, maybe it'll just be me being completely annihilated. But that's what this team planning is all about preventing. Because I want to win. I want the Tacoma Trevenants to win. If you don't know, if you haven't been following the Tacoma Trevenants, where have you been? Because we are on a hot streak in this Indigo League of Legends. We have won the first 2 weeks. And me and my team, we plan on taking down a few more. So we're not going to walk into this lightly. We're not going to go quietly into that good night. Okay, enough of that. But anyway, here's the team prep. First, I'm going to go over with you what NecroStevo drafted, his possible mons that you can use, and as soon as I list them off, you're probably gonna understand why I'm a little apprehensive about this week. But let's start. He actually picked up a mon. This first mon I'm going to list off is one that I really wanted. I didn't think anyone would pick it up in the first round, but he went ahead and did it. I don't know why I didn't think so, but Scizor. He's got Scizor, or Scizor, however you want to pronounce it. I pronounce it always. That's okay. I'm just going to go over the team real quick. He's got Scizor. He's got Manectric. He's got Latios. He has Blaziken. Now, again, if you haven't been following the Indigo League of Legends, one of the rules, we are allowed to draft one Uber, and his Uber was Blaziken. Whimsicott, Espeon, Heliolisk, Drapion, Glalie, Ambipom, Spiritomb, and Swellow. I don't know, guys. I don't know. We're okay. Okay, I don't want to let my team down. So you're seeing what kind of what I'm got here. I'm gonna go over it because I think so far I'm doing kind of the best I can to build against this team, because there's a lot of threats on there. I don't even know if I can single out one specific team build that he's gonna bring against me, because even looking at his team, looking at my team, he could go a lot of different ways. So I'm going to be prepared for all circumstances here. We're just going to build one solid unit, and we're going to race in there to fight. So let's go ahead and get started here. Just take a look at what we've got. First off, making its 3rd week appearance, 3 weeks in a row, I picked Greninja Stan, but this time we're going to be a little bit different. I'm rocking the Focus Sash again. I can't remember if I rocked it the first 2 weeks in a row, or I know I had it last week. And this is going to be another mixed Greninja, but with a completely different moveset. Here, you'd be crazy if you think I wasn't going to carry an extra fire, a little bit of extra fire for that Scizor. But we've got our Hidden Power Fire, Dark Pulse, Gunk Shot, U-Turn, and if I'm not mistaken, yeah, I'm running a Naive Nature, which is that's going to raise my speed, lower special defense. I want my physical defense a little bit up there in case the Scizor is getting cheeky and wants to hit me with a Bullet Punch, because I do resist it before I Protean change to a different type. So I should be able to take one of those. I haven't calced it yet. I'm hoping the calcs don't upset me, and even after a Sword Stance I can't take one, but I'm hoping that I can. But either way, as long as my Focus Sash is intact, I still don't have anything to worry about. If he is invested in special defense, I don't think that's a problem. I did calc this. It's max special attack, and it should be able to take a Scizor most any common build. So we're just gonna see, barring Assault Vest, I believe, and I don't see him running that. The next we've got our Hitmontop. Now this is for the scissor, but also for a few other things. I'll jump back to that later. Our Hitmontop here. Oh, I haven't put any. These don't have my nicknames. All right, I'll worry about that later. But this is going to be another Salt Vest. I ran a Salt Vest first week, and I was pretty happy with it. I'm going to do it again. I've got the Mach Punch, the Earthquake, the Rapid Spin, and the Low Kick on this guy. So it'll cover a few things. I like that priority in there. I got my Rotom Heat, bringing back a very defensive build once again. Overheat, Volt Switch, Will-O-Wisp, and Pain Split. I thought about a couple different options here, but I think just the standard set is going to work out the best. I'm bringing in my Mamoswine. This is one I got to keep around for this team. Icicle Crash, Knockoff, Earthquake, Stealth Rock. Now, you might be wondering why Choice Scarf Stealth Rock. You've probably seen it before. I don't know that I'm going to worry about getting off the Stealth Rocks too much. I wasn't sure that there was another move that I wanted Mamoswine to carry for coverage here that wasn't going to be covered by either the Ice type move, the Knockoff, or the Earthquake. I thought about Ice Shard for priority, but it doesn't help me enough. It doesn't really help me enough. And Stealth Rocks might come in clutch depending on what team he decides to bring. So even if I got to set him up and get out of there, I kind of theorized a couple different teams in which if he brings the team that I want Stealth Rocks on, I think I can get a pretty safe switch out. So we'll see how that goes. I've got Jirachi here, and this is a leftovers Jirachi. I've got a... This is... I can't remember. I don't think I've brought Jirachi yet, so I'm kind of excited about this. I'm rocking the Moonblast Jirachi. Moonblast, Flash Cannon, Psychic, and Wish. Now this is something. This build here, I believe. Yep, it's a modest build. So this isn't really a wall per se. I mean, Jirachi's got some natural bulk, but really, I want that. I've got the max HP on here. I want to be able to Wish Pass into something. So this is just to kind of keep my team alive. The Hitmontop will greatly appreciate that. Anything that's coming towards my Jirachi, my Hitmontop should be able to absorb all right. So we're just going to go with that. And here, my last but not least, is the first week debut of this guy too, my Kecleon. Now, I had a lot of different options here on what I wanted to bring for my last Mon. Now, if you don't know, some of the Mons I'm not bringing: Starmie, Nidoking, Trevenant, Ludicolo, Weezing, Tornadus. But in the end, I decided, you know what? One thing about Necrostevo is that when you're playing someone that's a pretty polished player, if they've built a team that can beat you, if the matchup is bad from the get-go, it's going to be hard to overcome that. So that's why I brought in Kecleon. I want him to worry about this Pokemon. I want it to be a Pokemon because there's a lot of different things it can do. And you'll see here that I've done kind of an interesting thing. This is a Trick Room Kecleon. Now it's got a minus speed nature. It's already going to be slower than everything on this team. So I thought, you know what? Why not? Let's do something kind of interesting. I know I've got a couple of fast Mons. But his team is also pretty fast, and I'll go over that in a second. But this is just a last-ditch attempt. If I'm really struggling, this is it's got max attack on this thing. If I can get up a Trick Room and Knockoff, Fire Punch, Drain Punch handles almost everything on his team. And Kecleon is no joke. With the Protean, you can't sleep on this thing. So this is kind of my Hail Mary. If things are looking bad, bring in Kecleon and just see what we can do. Now, I'm going to go over kind of specific. Obviously, the Scizor, I've got it covered in a couple of places. I've got the Fire Punch here. The Rotom Heat, obviously, is going to handle that well in the Greninja. Of course, Hitmontop can intimidate and all that good stuff. The Manectric is actually one of the scary things here. Now, that's why I brought the Choice Scarf Mamoswine. It is Jolly. It should be able to handle it. Even Rotom Heat should be able to take a hit from it. And that's another reason why I wanted the Focus Sash on the Greninja. Everything here, there's Earthquake on Hitmontop. Everything here can handle that decently well. Jirachi should be able to take one hit. I did calc that out, so it's got enough investment to take one hit from that thing, a Flamethrower, and I think even an Overheat, so I should be good. I've got he's got Latios, which Greninja handles that okay with the Dark Pulse here. Of course, Mamoswine. I'm not too worried about the Latios, and then even the Moonblast. That's kind of why I ran that on the Jirachi and Knockoff. So I'm not too worried about Latios. And you'll notice he has a couple of Mons here that can defog, they can Magic Belts, they can taunt. That's why I'm not. Stealth Rocks aren't hugely important, but if he doesn't bring a team here, if he he's got Whimsicott, Espeon, Scizor, Latios, Drapion, Glalie, Ambipom. All of these can stop rocks with either a Magic Bounce or a Taunt, and of course the Defog on Scizor and Latios can get rid of them. So I'm not going to make rocks hugely important, obviously. Now the Blaziken, so Hitmontop's got the Earthquake to handle that, and I calced that I can take quite a bit of hits from that guy. Mamoswine, that's why it's Scarfed. Even if he gets a Protect off, I should still be. It depends if he goes. We'll just kind of see how that goes. We'll see how that goes, but that's another reason why I'm rocking the Trick Room Kecleon, because I can play some mind games there. There wasn't really a move on here that I wanted to put on here to handle the Blaziken more than some of these others, but the Drain Punch should get off a good amount of damage, allowing me to come in Mach Punch with Hitmontop or something like that. So I think I can handle that Blaziken. Whimsicott, that's a problem. That's the sole reason why I'm running the Gunk Shot on my Greninja. Even if I get paralyzed, if I can get the Gunk Shot off, I can get rid of the Whimsicott. If that's a part of his team, I know it'll be a big hole for me to break through. And of course, the Rotom Heat handles very well. So if I see the Whimsicott, if I don't have to use the Greninja, I'm going right out into Rotom Heat. Almost everything here, except for the Hitmontop, has something to handle that Whimsicott, because that's been the bane of my existence before. And of course, let's go the Heliolisk. It's fast. It could be Choice Scarfed. I'm going to assume it's going to be Choiced if I see it come at all. I don't see it coming, but I can handle that pretty well. I'm not too scared about that. The Drapion makes me a little bit nervous. That's one of the reasons why I've got the Earthquake on the Hitmontop. And of course the Choice Scarf Mamoswine. So I think I shouldn't be in too much trouble. Jirachi doesn't appreciate it too well. Even Rotom Heat, it might, I don't know. I can always burn it. We'll just see how that goes. Glalie, that could be kind of a... That's another reason why I want Mach Punch on my Hitmontop. And the Choice Scarf Mamoswine, because Glalie does gain a decent amount of speed when it Mega Evolves, if he does bring a Mega Glalie. Not incredible, but a decent amount. So that's something. I almost ran Protect on one of these mobs to handle an explosion, but I'm not too worried about it. I've got, for the Scizor, I've already got fire coverage, so I should be good to go. The Ambipom is actually one of my favorite mons, so seeing that possibly against me is a little worrisome, because it's very versatile. It can set up and pass. It can they obviously can run knockoff, fake out support. It's got pretty decent attack, and since I'm not bringing the Trevenant just because of the fear of knockoff and all that kind of thing, I don't have anything to absorb normal type hits except for the Jirachi. I can handle it pretty well. And the Hitmontop, so again, Mach Punch. I should be able to handle the Ambipom okay. Spiritomb makes me a little bit nervous. The Will-O-Wisp potential, so I think Rotom Heat is probably my switch in Spiritomb. Probably most times. I don't really have... Depends on its build. It could be... It's usually defensive. I've seen, Choice Band variants, offensive ones, Calm Mind variants. It's normally defensive in some way, though. Even Assault Vest, I've seen that. So if it turns out it's not, if it is specially defensive, fortunately, all of my mons here are going to outspeed it. I don't see him using a Trick Room team here, so I don't worry about it having any chance to outspeed me. Sucker Punch is always a thing, but I can play around that pretty well with Will-O-Wisp and everything else, and even with them. Of course, I can. Of course, keeping that in mind, if I think he has Sucker Punch, I can't Trick Room with the Kecleon. I think that turns me into Psychic type, and then try to attack because he can just hit me with the Sucker Punch. So that is kind of a worrisome thing. And the Swellow, I've got that here. That's kind of another reason Choice Scarf Mamoswine puts in some work. I can hit that before it has a chance to do anything. Jirachi doesn't care about Swellow. Hitmontop does have the Intimidate. I didn't calc to see if I could take a Brave Bird after the Intimidate. I have max HP, but I'm not invested in defense, so I'm not sure how that'll go. Greninja will... I want to say it outspeeds it. No, I gotta... I'm pretty sure Greninja outspeeds Swellow. I mean, I can fear the... Okay, 125. Greninja's 126, I believe. I mean, base speed, let's see here. Oh, no, 122. So Greninja does not outspeed. Spring Swallow. I'm going to guess it's a Jolly Swallow. So that could be a bit of a problem. I'll have to keep in mind. Rotom Heat doesn't care too much. It is defensive, so that's something I can keep in mind there. Oh, you probably saw me switch to all those tabs just now. So that could be a thing. That could definitely be a thing. But I should be able to handle that okay. Obviously, I can't burn it, but Rotom Heat should be able to take it out with maybe Volt Switch. Calc that later. Anyway, that's the team I'm bringing here for the Tacoma Trevenants. This video is probably going to go up Tuesday, so expect the actual battle tomorrow. And, you know, send messages my way. Tell me you want me to win. Tell me how I'm going to win, even though I'll have had the battle by then. But I'm curious to see how you think it's going to go. If I missed something completely, tell me in the comments, because it might have been the reason I either won or lost. I don't know. We'll see how that goes. But anyway, thanks for tuning in. Support your team, my team, and this league. It's pretty fun so far. So I look forward to putting out some more of this for you in the future. Anyways, I gotta get going. So this is KangasCloud, going back to the Shroud. Bye bye.